Craig Colvin here from CraigColvinPhotography.com. Today I'm going to show you how I mat my images in preparation for a gallery show or an exhibition. Pieces you need to get started. Of course, you need your mat with the backing board. I purchased pre-cut mats from a place called Golden State Art. They're relatively inexpensive. It's like $2.50 a mat for a 16 by 20 like this. And just saves a lot of time. I do cut my own mats occasionally, but when I'm doing a large show, I just recently did, for example, 54 images. It's much easier and big time saver to have pre-cut mats. Of course, you need your photograph. This is printed on 11 by 17 paper. You need Tyvek tape, and this is by Lineco. It's $15 for 150 feet, so we'll be using that. I have a bone folding tool. This isn't absolutely necessary, but I had one around, so I use it. A pair of scissors, and finally a pen to sign your artwork when you're all done. So let's get started. First thing to do is to attach the mat to the backing board. So to do that, I'd lay them so the edges are flush up against each other. And I take the Tyvek tape and I cut a strip that's roughly the length of the board, maybe a little shy, maybe an inch on each side. So this would be an 18-inch strip of the tape. It has a paper backing that you just peel off, just like this. And then I just lay it down on across the seam of the mat board and the backing board. Right? This is where I use the bone folding tool now. I run it right down that seam, just like that. And what I'm doing here is creating a hinge so that the backing board and the mat are attached, and I can open them like that. So now I'm ready to place my print in the mat. Now this particular print has a little, it doesn't exactly fit the mat size. There's just a small edge on each side, but quite a bit on the top and bottom. So what I do is I center it in the mat, and I just do this by eye. So get kind of equal amount left to right. Make sure it's a little bit cocked there. Make sure it's bottom of the photograph is parallel with the edges of the bottom edge of the mat, like that. And I need to move it to the right just a little bit. There. And when I'm happy with that, I will take a weight and place on top of it. And I use the paper that comes with this is the protective paper that comes in the box of photographic paper. And I just lay that across the surface, and then I use a weight, and I'm just using a book here. It's a book about pinup photography. Now that I've done that, I can now hinge this open, and the print is going to stay in the same place. Now we're going to take the Tyvek tape again, and we're going to cut 6 2-inch long pieces. It doesn't have to be exactly 2-inch. You can just kind of eyeball it. And what we're going to do, we're make T hinges to hold the piece in place. I used exactly all of my Tyvek tape. So take the piece of tape, peel off the backing paper on each one of these. And I just stick them to the table to get prepped. All right, so what I do now is I take two of the pieces and I put the sticky side together and I form a T. So just like that. Okay. I then slip this under the upper corner of the print. So the sticky side on this portion is facing up against the print. The sticky side here is down against the backing board. And I press it really good against the backing board to make a good adhesion there, and then I just lightly press on the print right where the T is there. I'm going to repeat this on the other corner. Just slip it under like that. Press it hard to the backing board, lightly on the print, and then I'm going to do one on the bottom. Now, depending on the size of the print, you will sometimes use more than 2 up here. For larger prints, I'll use 3 or 4, and you may use 2 on the bottom. But I found for these 16 by 20 mats that this works very well to hold the print in place. All right, now that I've done that, I can remove my weight. Close that up. Take a look at how it looks. All right. Now, the one thing left to do is to sign my print, and I use this is an acid-free pen, and I sign right along the bottom right-hand corner, just like that. There you go, a finished print ready for sale. So, hope you enjoyed that. That's how I map my images. If you have any questions about this, you can ask me at craigcolvinphotography.com or in the comments section below of this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you next time.